Hi there, thank you for joining me today. Today I've got the DJI Action 5 Pro. Physically, the DJI Action 5 Pro is no different really to the 4 or even the 3 for that matter as well. Although, yeah, some of the claims are a bit bold. Apparently it's got a better sensor on there. We'll find out. It's meant to be improved in a lot of ways, especially with the waterproofing. DJI say it's a lot better for diving and putting in water. I've never actually put any of my DJI cameras in water, for fear of killing the camera really, but yeah, they say it's waterproof. One thing I think they've done is to make it more waterproof is the screw cap lens, which obviously goes over the proper lens. This DJI Action 5 Pro was extremely tight to get off. I had to get it off because I use a small rig sort of metal cage sometimes, not all the time, when I want to use, say, a cold shoot, or if I want to use like a screw tripod like I've got at the moment. I'll show you what it looks like shortly, and when I pull the Action 4 out and video this. But yeah, I mean, it's a sturdy little bugger, I tell you that. A couple of the features which really sort of interest me in the Action 5 is the slow motion capability. They somehow managed to squeeze in some sort of pretend 960 frames per second. I've had a quick play from the menus, but I've been unable to get there yet. It'll go 240 frames. In fact, it's spec-wise, I think it's quite a comparison to the Pocket 3. Color profile I'm using at the moment is D-Log M. Although the batteries are meant to be improved severely as well. They do say it's a ridiculous time, what, 4 hours? Now, obviously, if you look closely at the specs, what that really is 1080p, all the stabilization turned off, screens front and back turned off, and not doing much really as well. So, well, that's fine. You know, looking at the batteries, they are increased. I think from the DJI Action 4 batteries, I'm not sure if they're 1400 milliamps or something along the lines of. This is obviously what, 1900 milliamps, so they've increased the battery capacity. So that's obviously going to impact battery life, which is always a good thing. But never leave home without more than 2 batteries. That's what I say. I bought a small rig cage for the DJI Action 3 originally, and then obviously the Action 4 came along and it fitted it, and now obviously the Action 5's come along and that fits it too. Now what that enables me to do is to well, it's got a cold shoe on it, and it also yeah, it also protects it because I do a lot of cycling. I'll show you what it looks like with the I've got the DJI Action 4 here. So if I press record, he says, there we go. So you can probably see me, and yeah, that's the small rig cage, and as you can see from there, it's had a few knocks and dents and all sorts, but it gives you a bit more protection. It lets me use my Manfrotto little tripod, which is extremely useful. Fits in nice in pockets. Comes with a cold shoe, and on this one I've got my small rig sort of handle. I normally use that for my digital camera, of course, but I thought, you know what, let's give it a proper test. And on that I've got my Rode video mic, of course, with the adapter. What it also does on this this cage as well, you press this little button here and it lets you get to the battery compartment, so I can actually take the battery out. Sorry, it's 1950 milliamps, so that's quite a step up really. If I put that back in, put that there, so as a little vlogging sort of setup, that actually works quite well. You know, if I want to get some decent shots, you can do. Got 2 batteries in there at the moment. One is I don't know if you can see it. One's green, the other one's amber, so it's not quite the full charge, but it's almost there. It'll be interesting to see how the battery life lasts on this battery. And this is going to be getting some use, of course, because I'm going to be filming everything on this one battery. And I don't know, I mean, the Action 4, about an hour and 20 minutes. Normally it's go out for a ride or a walk or anything. I get a good hour's worth of video. And the battery's still 20-30%. So yeah, probably that's what I'm going to be getting on there. I mean, for me it's going to be a nightmare because I can have more video footage, of course, which means it's a nightmare to edit because it takes ages. Like many other people, when it comes to transferring the data, I normally just extract the SD card, the micro SD card from the Action, pop it into the PC and transfer it manually that way. It's a lot quicker. However, they do say it's USB free transfer speeds now. I will be testing that. I don't know, I'm just probably stuck in my ways when it comes to the way I transfer my data anyway. But come out, pull it out of an SD card, it normally sits in a tray for a little bit, a few days after, just in case I have any problems. So I can go back to it if I need to before I back it up. Do you know, it just suddenly dawned on me, I should be getting a DJI NEO out here. I've got it with me. It's not that windy and I don't think there's going to be that many people. I'll get it out further down, I think. Yeah, good idea. Oh yeah. Right, comparison. Oh, crikey. DJI Action 4 coming out. DJI Action 4 just on normal video, by the way. There we go. Recording 4K 60. Although it's 4K 60, isn't it? I don't know if that's going to be... that's almost side by side. So, can you tell the difference? Should really do normal video on this as well as a comparison. So this is night light on the DJI Action 5. Just bog standard 4K 60 video on the Action 4. And it's quite dark and a bit gloomy down here actually. Side by side shot. The sunshine coming through there. The trees just up there, but I suppose really I should put the Action 4 into D-Log as well. Bit unfair really, isn't it? Right, hold on, let me you never catch it in time, can you? While I'm prattling around with the Action 4, battery life on the Action 5 is at 58%. That's really good. And I've been waffling on for quite a while, although it doesn't seem like that in the video, of course. I've cut a lot of it out. But yeah, this has been, yeah, I think this will be a normal flat battery for me. Colour, D-Log M. Yes, please. Right, 4K 60, rock steady. We're both the same. Let's power you back on. Oh, you can really tell. Actually, do you know what? That is dramatically different on the front LED screen. It might just be the screen, which is better quality, but allegedly. Right, let's have a look. So this is hopefully side by side now. I'll do a couple of side by side comparisons here. So we've got that shot there. There's definitely a difference on the Action 5. I can see it on the back screen. It's it just picks up the shadows in the corners much more. A bit more contrast on the screen. Whether it translates to the video, I don't know. But it'll be dead interesting to see if that makes for a better image. Let's go on the tree. Look, oh yeah, there's definitely a big difference there. Anyway, thank you very much for viewing today. I hope this has been some value to you. Hope you get an idea of what the Action camera looks like with the video quality. I'm hoping as well that YouTube compression doesn't butcher this beyond belief as well. I'm going to try and keep it, well, I'm not sure how this is going to look. I might export all of this into ProRes because that's sort of an uncompressed format, and then upload it to YouTube. That way YouTube doesn't stick their nose in too much with the compression, and it looks almost similar to what it should be. Anyway, thank you very much for viewing today. If you do like what you see, please do drop me a like. Hit me a comment underneath as always. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.